Super Craig. Shady out.
Welcome to our channel. Please share our videos on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, with your friends. Do not forget to do like, subscribe and comments on our video. Love you. Much love. Wish you always luck in life. This message begin right now. It is such a rare event on earth to witness a human being truly embodying their soul. Many speak of the soul, write about it and tell stories of its virtues, but very few have allowed the dynamic presence of their soul nature to become their human identity. As we perceive the vast and unlimited nature of your soul, we honor this transition that is occurring on earth. A time when many would experience their soul nature descending into their life and calling it a channeled message. Your human nature has been separated from this sacred link for so long that it feels threatened by the very presence of your divine nature. And yet this presence says to your personality, over and over again, I love you just as you are. These words strike at the heart of the personality's wound, for many of you have never heard such sweet delights. As we approach a major shift in the consciousness of millions of humans, the opportunity to embody such a profound consciousness lies within your human nature. For the soul, your true identity will not force its presence upon your human self. Your personality must be willing to receive such a gift. And yet it continues to resist, lacking the trust that such a love is real. We have been focusing our attention for some time on this potential reunion between your soul and human nature. For it serves many aspects of yourself that are reuniting within your experience as a human being as well. You call them past lives, alternate selves, and your male and female nature. It leaves all of you feeling very vulnerable to simply trust in the energy or presence of love. It now asks if the resisting is truly fulfilling, then please continue. If not, would today not be a very good day to finally surrender to the presence of your true self? Will you, human personality, allow this new, cooperative relationship to unfold, or will you continue to insist on being in control? The soul clearly sees all of your personal and global dilemmas and as well offers endless opportunities and potentials for resolving these conflicts. If your mind was capable of perceiving the bigger picture, raising your consciousness would be a piece of cake. And how is that going, beloved friends? For the history of humanity weighs heavy on the shoulders of your mind. Eons of embarrassment. For it knows full well that without its counterpart, it really hasn't a clue what to do with the mess humanity finds itself in. Let's explore the potential of allowing your soul to truly reside within every cell of your body. It looks at your present reality and simply says, fine, let's begin with who we are right now. Let me add my wisdom and insights to this life of ours, and together we will grow, change, and eventually trust that my love for life, all of life, is real. These are profound words for your human ears. Your human nature simply can't believe that something so beautiful as your soul would want to have a relationship with something so damaged and wounded. Our joy is to act as mediators between your human nature and soul, providing what you call spiritual tools for your personality to learn how to be on the receiving end of life. We understand that your personality has been on the receiving end of many unpleasant experiences and that its distrust is justifiable. We as well remind you that this very dilemma is very symbolic of the issues your galactic family is encountering, allowing yourself to be so vulnerable, so exposed without any viable proof that it is safe. Love will not force its presence into your life. You must be willing to receive it. The few that have embraced this reunion have had religions created based in part on their lives. But the part that your religions fail to emphasize is the basic truth that this love is the birthright of every human being. You don't have to earn it, it freely offers itself when you learn to lower your emotional shields and absorb the life-affirming presence in every cell of your body. For those who are reading these words, now is that time on earth. Allowing love into your life, from all of life, is your quantum leap that begins with your human nature and soul. It matters not to us how you label fear. You can label fear as a past life, a fragment of your soul from another dimension. Label it as your mind or Lucifer itself. In the same manner, you label your soul, the angelic kingdom, and your divinity as all being love. We prefer to keep it simple and not allow your mind to spin yet another story around this issue. And so we call fear your personality and have for years invited you to simply feel it to be but a small child that has experienced the pain of love being withheld. Embracing, acknowledging the presence of fear, allows fear to experience love. This is a grand transformation that not only changes your life but all of life. Such is the power of love, and the resistance of any reality, within and without, that is polarized. As you always do whenever we proclaim these truths, you want to know how do we surrender to the dynamic presence of our soul and not call it channeling. Our service to humanity is to teach each of you how to be in receivership. How it feels when you are not. For without the presence of your soul fully connected to your body, it is but a dream. Experiencing your soul nature is not a far-fetched hope or desire. We will, however, agree with all of you that accepting and maintaining a conscious relationship between these apparent opposites is the most challenging experience you can encounter as a human. The resistance to being loved is so entrenched that many feel they are losing touch with reality when their soul does make itself known. We would say that is the perfect time to gather with friends and to celebrate feeling life supporting you. When each of you learns to make peace between these different and valid aspects of yourself, you then carry within you potent tools for working with the divisions that separate you from your family, neighbors, communities, countries, and the planet itself. We ask again, have you had enough personality, or must you embarrass yourself yet another day, resisting a relationship that freely offers itself and is willing to assume complete responsibility for this human life just as you are today? Are you ready to surrender? Or will tomorrow be another day of more drama/trauma to feed the lack of love that supports the broken heart of humanity? This is a profound opportunity to experience the authentic nature of love as your soul knows it to be, to claim this presence to be your new identity in relationship with your human nature. Many of you believe it must only be the unconditional part of you that inherits this earth. Beloveds, it is the marriage between the conditioned past and your unlimited consciousness that miraculously gives Christ consciousness something to anchor into. For is that consciousness not all about unity? Uniting the fragment selves, your past experiences, and the cells in your body allows for a frequency of energy to support the evolving nature of your own biology. We remind you, your biology is always the last to experience what you have put in place. Can you also allow your body the time to adjust to the dynamic presence of your soul? Many of your cells have supported the consciousness of your conditioned past, your attack and defend mode. Many of you have noticed that some of your cells respond to love in the same manner that some of your world leaders respond to peaceful agendas. Be patient, for those of you that are responding to this invitation from your own soul nature are at the very forefront of a dynamic change. We will continue to serve you by encouraging your human nature to practice the fine art of being in receivership. As each of you learn to feel the energetic presence of life coming to support you, our relationship between the physical human family and its angelic roots begins to melt into a cooperative family of love. Your heart yearns to feel this reunion, and it begins between your soul, mind/personality, body, and spirit. It is time, dear family, for you are denying yourself the support of not just a singular soul but a grand family consciousness. The support that you lack from your human family is freely being shared from your non-physical counterparts. We love you more than you know, and the more you practice allowing all of life to love you back, you will grow into knowing that our love for you is but a reflection of your own love for yourself. Archangel Michael.
Jennifer, hello. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't suppose you celebrate Valentine's Day? Ashen, you are both right and wrong. J, that takes some genius on my part. A, underlying any celebration of love is an honoring of the divine connection between two people, because love is your divine essence. It is what is essential to you for your very creation, and it is so important to the quality of your lives that you seek love at every stage of life, whether a child or elderly. Love is an expression of divine expansion. What you would experience is tenderness, compassion, excitement, passion. The entire gamut of love expressions. We honor this in everyone we meet throughout our day. As we meet each person, we honor the vibration of love that we share with them in our first salutation with them. It is an energy that is felt, honored, and exchanged between us. The love that you celebrate on this day has really only the lightest flavor of this honoring of sacred love, whether for friends, parents, spouse, children, neighbors, and so on. Much on your planet is done for show, and not because it truly flows from the heart of you. Jay, yes, I do see that. I love the idea as I experienced it while you were expressing the idea of meeting someone where both people take a moment to be conscious of the expression of love between them, in whatever form that may take. It's as though they create and seal a sacred space together. We are only just learning how to honor others and create meaningful, sacred space together. But we digress. I have a question. A, you have understood correctly, dear heart, and nonetheless, we greet all of you with the most expansive, unconditional love you may experience, for we are you, in a different form, so you are sacred to us. J, hang on. Forget my question. You or us, we had better address this. What do you mean by that exactly? A, he is multi-layered. We are all a part of the divine oneness, so on the greatest level, we are one. But many of the galactics overseeing your ascension have come from what you may consider both your past and your future timelines to assist. And then there is the actual bilocation of many of us who have incarnated as humans on your Earth plane. It is like in your film Avatar, your galactic self is in stasis while you project yourself into this human life. Dear Jennifer, the ways of being human on your planet at this time are many, varied and complex. It is not as simple as you have been told to believe, and there is really not much more we can say on the subject at this point in time. More will become available sooner rather than later. Jay, okay. I know that will really disappoint a lot of people, but one question, how would we know if we were a bilocating galactic? A, in its simplest terms, you would feel it. You would be drawn to all things extraterrestrial. You would also have a knowingness and deep affinity with sky, with space, with galactics, that you cannot explain. You would dream of flying, of freedom, of expansion into a body that is not as dense and solidly packed as this carbon crystalline form you currently inhabit. Jay, so what you're saying is that the clues are hidden in plain sight. A, that is one of the secrets of the universe. There are no secrets. It's all out there, obvious, waiting for you to claim it. Jay, there's food for thought. I'm not really sure, but I think my initial now seemingly mundane question may actually follow on rather well from this. Kinda. I am currently practicing looking for the magic and miracles in my day, because I believe that the more we do that, the more we free ourselves from logical, sequential thought and action, and open ourselves to quantum experiences, divine interventions, and, well, the sort of asynchronous events we define as miracles. Yes, It is freeing your consciousness to look beyond the programming that was forced upon you for millennia and reclaiming your creator self, your divinely given creator ability. Jay, so yesterday, a friend changed their mind about something they would do, and it had a very strong emotional impact on me. I couldn't believe how quickly it diminished my energy, and I immediately labeled it bad, strictly not in my miracle category. But as the day went on, even though I still felt quite low, I came to see that it was necessary. I had to see how this event would affect me, because it gave me an entirely new perspective on my life. I began to see that it was actually a huge miracle, a blessing. I wanted to know what you would say to the events that we label bad in life. A. Excellent. J. I can actually see you clapping in delight. Why do I feel like the last person in the class to catch up? A. Not at all. It's wonderful, truly. Because when you are able to transcend good event and bad event thinking, you transcend binary programming logic. Nothing is either slash or. It is all slash everything, altogether. You have been programmed through your media and many other nefarious means to stick to a very narrow lane of good, pleasant, easy. It was to make you docile, programmable, acquiescent. Every single time you let go of the idea of what is good or bad, you step out of the matrix, the 3D realm, and step into the 5D realm, where you are creators, not recipients, active, not passive. So yes, look at all the things that you have labeled bad in your lives, and you will find that they were the catalysts for your growth, for bringing you to be the person you are today, right now. It won't always be necessary to grow through challenging events, but in these times of great flux, pain is the most direct way of waking people up to the need to create real, substantial change. Change is only created when you own your power, your divine creative power. As each person awakens to their divine creative power, their ability to create magic and miracles in their lives grows, and their need to grow through pain, suffering, and challenges dissolves. You step into the vibrational field of your galactic self. So, expand into your divine self and claim your divine creative power. It's hidden within you in plain sight, you just need to claim it. A brilliant first step is moving beyond good and bad, and understanding that your entire life is made up of magic and miracles that you are creating, except that now you are aware, so you are owning your divine creative power. You are rocking divine creative power. Jay, I love that. Thanks so much, Ashen. And happy Valentine's Day. Channel, Jennifer Crocard.
My dear friends, we love you so very much. We say this every week. We love you so much. We love you because we love the light that lives and breathes within us all. You are one with us in that light. We love you because you are the courageous souls who came to Earth to expand love beyond what it has been before. We love you for a million reasons, but the most important one is simple. We love you because it is our very nature to love, and when we are true to our nature, we feel good when we love you. Dear ones, we love the light within us all. We focus on all that is beautiful, good, and true about you, so you can more easily do the same. We maintain the vision and, more importantly, the energetic blueprint of all you desire. We see the life you want as if it were happening now. It is your only job to believe and receive. Suppose you are in an airplane. You see a car on the road below you. You see their past, present, and future possible paths. Imagine you are in communication with this person. You hear their desire for a specific destination. From your position far above, you see this destination right now. You know the path to it. You see their future right here, right now, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that you can guide this person to their desired destination if they are willing to believe in and receive your assistance. You get excited when you see this soul receiving your guidance. You love them. You want to help. You want them to have what they want. As a human being, you might get frustrated if they ignore your instructions or don't believe in your love. As an angel, you would always try to reach them with utmost love and devotion. You would understand that their reception is sometimes clouded. You would never give up on this being that you love. If they passed the destination, you would lovingly steer them back toward it. If they went the wrong way, you would not chastise them. You would only send them loving impulses to guide them back to their destination. If they didn't believe in your love or guidance, you would sit quietly and, with all the love in your heart, focus on their joy, destination, and celebration. Never, as an angel, would you need acknowledgement because you love. Never would you feel frustrated because you love. Never would you give up because love never quits streaming through open hearts, and our hearts, dear ones, are wide open to create an ever-loving stream of guidance. Your only job as a human being is to desire, believe, and receive. Most of you have mastered the art of desiring. Many of you intellectually believe in our love and assistance. Most of you are still learning to become better receivers. When we speak of receiving, we are not talking about it in the way you would receive a coin placed in your hand. Instead, we are referring to being energetic receivers, much like a radio tuned to the station would receive a broadcast, or a phone tuned to a signal could receive the call. In order to receive what you want to receive in your life, you must be attuned to it so you can receive its signal and our signal before you are able to receive the actual thing. You can't see a television show until your TV is receptive to the signal. You can hear a broadcast until your radio is receptive to the signal. You can't hear your friend on the phone until your network is working and your phone is attuned to the frequency of your friend's broadcast. Likewise, you can't receive something in tangible form in your life until you are attuned to its signal and our signals of love. We don't require your belief for your reception. We want you to have what you want. You are on earth to summon pure life force through your desires and to allow love new expressions. You came to expand love into the physical universe in unique and beautiful ways, and we always support that no matter which forms you choose as an expression of love. Whether you want to pay a bill, find a new and more flattering outfit, meet a lover, or feed the poor, this is how you choose to give love form in your life, and we begin to guide you the moment you have the desire. The problem with doubt and disbelief is not that we stop guiding you, but rather that you miss the signals. For example, if you ask for love but don't believe in the universe's ability to provide it, you might spend a great deal of time explaining and talking and thinking about how you have never had love. As you attune to the lack of love, you will miss every loving signal we send you. If a radio owner doesn't believe in the signal, they won't even turn the radio on, even if they do believe in the broadcast. If they tune into AM, they cannot receive FM. For example, if you feel unloved and doubt the universe's ability to provide love for you, you might walk down the street with your head down, heart withdrawn, pondering your loneliness. While feeling unloved and doubting you will find love, You miss all the happy, smiling people who want to share their joy. You miss the gorgeous blue sky that helps you experience the majesty of creation. You miss the sign in a coffee shop offering free samples, enticing you to come in and meet the love of your life. You ignore the dog that runs up to you trying to provide you with love so you can meet his owner and strike up a loving conversation. You glance up for no good reason, see someone you are attracted to, have an urge to talk, but then tell yourself, what's the use? They are probably taken. If you doubt what you want, dear ones, you will miss the signals that are all around you. Likewise, suppose you have a large bill. If you doubt the universe's ability to provide, tune into fear, feel lack, or desperately try to figure out how to pay it, you will be so lost in thought and worry that you can't receive a helpful new idea. You might miss that little voice that says, call a friend. Go out for coffee. The friend could give you some good ideas. You might resist the idea of borrowing money or using savings to pay the bill. You might ignore the desire to explore a hobby that could become an entirely new income stream simply because you feel you cannot play until after you pay. You will relax as you learn to desire, believe, and receive. You will think of what you want with joy, anticipation, and a sense of adventure. You may even let it go entirely, relax, and enjoy your life, trusting that what you want will arrive in perfect divine timing. You may allow yourselves to explore interests that sound enticing, visit friends, do things out of the ordinary that appeal, or sit in peace. These things are all things your logical mind might talk you out of doing. But if you genuinely believe and are indeed in a state of energetic reception, you will be honoring the signals of your own good feeling guidance. Your brain is designed to be receptive to your desires if you give it a clear direction. Ask, dear brain, what would it feel like to have what I want? What would it feel like to be with the love of my life? What would it feel like to have work that I love that pays very well and makes me excited to awaken each day? What would it feel like to have my loved ones feel better? Don't try to imagine the feelings. Ask. Wait for your brain, the most incredible tuner in the universe, to find that frequency you requested. Wait for the feeling. Then, dear ones, bask in the feeling. Attune it as often as you can, knowing that the more you tune into love in whatever form you wish to receive it, the more you will hear our guidance, and the sooner you will reach the destinations you desire. The Creator moves the stars in perfect orbit, orchestrates entire ecosystems, inspires your body's cells to maintain balance, and will, if you become receptive to your desires, inspire you on a joyful path to their realization. God bless you. We love you so very much.
Ashtar. I come to be with you at this time to continue to assist you in bringing the truth to you, opening you up to the truth. Yes, you can handle the truth, for it has been being leaked out, filtered out, for some time now. But as many of you are noticing, it is becoming more and more so, as the truth comes out in larger and larger quantities. In other words, more truth is coming forward. And there is nothing at this point that can stop the truth from coming forward. For many of the lightworker community, many have stepped out in their power, and are bringing these truths to you now. Many that are not even well known for being in the light are also bringing out the truth now, even some politicians. They are not all evil. They are not all in error, and are not all part of the dark forces, for many have infiltrated into the system. Just as the dark forces infiltrated the system, so too did the forces of light infiltrate, and are bringing forth the truth everywhere from every direction now, in every country, in every way possible. It is happening. This is happening now, even though it appears that things are becoming worse and worse, rockier and rockier, if you will, for it is all happening for a reason. All must come down before it can be rebuilt. The facade must fall, the facade of the illusion, and replacing that illusion will be the reality of your creation of light. Those of the dark forces are doing, and will continue to do, everything that they can to hold you back. And they've said, if they can't hold you back, that they will indeed attempt to take you out. That is what the depopulation agenda is all about. Keeping the general population from learning the truth of who they are, knowing that they are one with the God source. As much as they can, they are attempting to keep this truth from you, to keep you in the darkness, keep you in unknowing territory. They have known for some time that they cannot hold you back. They can only attempt or postpone or distract, which in their eyes makes it longer and longer that they can maintain control. They know that that control is slipping. Just as a cornered animal, they are fighting back, fighting to hold on to their lives, to what they know as their lives. Star seeds, they cannot hold you back, for it is destined that you will complete this ascension process. It is up to each and every one of you now to keep moving on, to not give up, to stay in the game as long as you need to understand this is only the beginning, but it is the beginning of the end. And once you have reached the end of this third dimensional paradigm, you will be ready to create the new higher vibrational paradigm of the fourth and fifth dimensional and beyond frequencies. So I tell you now, continue to trust, continue to hold on, do not fall away, do not become disconsolate and depressed, but continue to fight on, to be the warriors of light that you all are, that you all came to be here for this reason. Continue to bust this system open. That is what you are all here for. That is what we are here for in assisting you. We of the Ashtar Command are here to assist and help in any way that we can. Because of various things that the dark forces have been doing, we have been given permission to assist even more now. You will find in times coming that assistance from us will take you even further into the higher vibrations. Believe in yourselves. Believe in who you are. More importantly now, know who you are. I am Ashtar, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness as you will continue to fight on. So remember who you are and strive to become the totality of who you are once again.
archangel Uriel, particles and waves. Uriel, what we are talking about here are energetic components, coloring, and particles, as well as patterns of particles that are used together and separately. They can be merged within that electromagnetic field and merged together to create a more expansive, larger expression through a wave of color or a wave of vibrations. In that wave, there is a rotational component that continues to alter the electromagnetics in the field. You are very limited, so as you work with particles and you work with the components of a wave, the higher mind must be engaged and consciously begin to use the energetic components that are available within the formats of what you perceive as the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus is a physical expression of a non-physical event that is occurring because you reside in a physical body, in a physical world. It is very helpful to have a physical expression of a non-physical event or a creation that is occurring. Jim, I understand. Can you give me an example? Uriel, the physical expression that has a limitation and structure, so it would be a particle. It could be an expression of a waterfall or a flower or a mountain that you can experience with your senses in the physical realm. These are a series of particles. They are composed of various energetic patterns that can be sensed with the physical body. The five senses, those are all composed of particles of expression in the physical realm. When you get into the non-physical state, where there is no limitation, it is very difficult through the limitless of languaging to express that unlimited formatting that is composed within a wave. The wave itself is composed of particles, but the particles are arranged quite differently and are much more fluid and expansive and less rigid. Jim, yes, in the last class we used a feeling instead of a physical flower, mountain, or waterfall. We used the feeling or the expression of appreciation. Let's say the result I desire is a state of appreciation, which then brings about into the physical realm beauty. Beauty would then bring into the physical the flower, mountain, or waterfall. So, is the feeling of appreciation a wave that allows for particles of beauty to then be manifested physically as a flower? Curious. That is correct. It allows an opening to take place of a recognition of the way in which the electromagnetics are held. A vaster expression can then begin to be created within the room that is not physical. That expression may be experienced within the physical body as states of ecstasy. So you see, there is very much a variation here within not only the mental body, the thinking process, but also the components that are housed in the emotional body. The variations that are available within that body are expanded just by reorganizing the way in which those energetics or the additional components are held. Particles can be held very simplistically for basic expressions in the physical realm, or they can be more complex and varied, applied to the more non-physical, and compassed within a wave of energy. There is a communication that takes place at both ends of the spectrum, in the physical and the non-physical, as these traditional components are activated. Uriel, here again, you cannot engage your rational mind. It is very easy to flow back and forth between the physical experience and the non-physical experience of those traditional fields, whether they are simplistic in just patterns of particles, or they are more extensive and common forms of waves. Where we are going is opening the consciousness to begin to step out of the line formats of the mental and emotional bodies, to allow both to exist simultaneously in the experience, and not have to formulate them or put them in specific boxes. It flows simultaneously and is accessed simultaneously through the physical experience, an expression of the non-physical expression and experience. It is accessed through that higher soul and the higher self, through the more expansive part of who you are. All of that is being activated and can function simultaneously in the experience and in the awareness without having the need to say, oh, this is a physical particle, this is a physical experience, and over here is my soul experience, which is non-physical. There are many complexities here in these energetic patterns that I am wishing to communicate to you that are very difficult for the mental body to accept at this time. But as we begin to work more with these color radiations in the first, second, and third rays, that frustration of trying to understand it from a linear standpoint will begin to dissipate. It will be just about the experience, not about whether it is a physical or non-physical. Jim, yes, in looking for a teaching tool for this, I think I just talked myself into one of those boxes. Uriel, yes. Jim, I clearly go to a place where when I pay attention to myself, I come up with my own teaching tools. When I try to think it into a teaching pool, I don't come up with a teaching tool. I understand and I just went. Uriel, Also, all of these things that we have been sharing with you in the last month are not fully integrated. That expressiveness that we have just been discussing is not quite available yet. It is important that you begin to work with some of these concepts, such as the colors, the color radiations, and the first four chakras. Eventually, we will expand it to include all of the chakras that you know and don't yet know about. There are more chakras that we have not discussed. It is a patience and a sequential ordering that is in the creative flow at this time. If I can compare your imagination a little bit, when Zadkiel was teaching you about the third ray and first three blocks of energy, the complexity of that seemed to be overwhelming in many ways, until you had some more experience in using what that was. It remained elusive for how to use that. Jim, yes, I remember. Yuri, if you can correlate some of this with that experience, you will see that it will unfold and evolve in a very specific way. We are laying formats now. We are giving concepts. The energetics are being brought into the physical realm to support this evolution, to have a greater usability of these things that I have spoken in a much broader, larger usability of the first three ways of creation. The biggest opening that is coming through the energetics of the formatting of the Eye of Horus is that the broader appreciation and awareness of the first ray of creation and the beings is that sector of creation, and now they have the opportunity to open pathways of communication from the physical and non-physical perspective. As for this week's teaching, this is a very complex area that we have stepped into. I would like to keep it as simple as possible and just discuss the continued usability in the way that you have presented in the previous classes, until a little more integration can begin to take place. Begin to talk about the massiveness of the first ray and the second ray. Talk about the power of the color drag and drawing through the second ray more of the energetic components from Kranta through the first ray, making it more usable in their physical and non-physical experience through the third ray. Do you see how those three rays work together? Jim, yes, I do. Yuri, opening the consciousness more fully to the usability of more those massive rays. I have given you a tremendous amount, more than I intended, but you are like a sponge, so you will fall into order lines that you do not see at the present moment. Jim,
Get
yes,
there
I
a little
understand.
bit.
I will give some quiet moments in between segments in this last session, so they can open up those arenas. Muriel, yes,
think that would be very useful. Perk their imaginations to get out of the line of thinking of the rational mind and allow those templates that are held energetically within that line of clothes to come into more of a usability within that quiet space. Expansion into the non-physical realm will begin to appear. I thank you for receiving me. Blessings. G. Blessings. Thank you.
Hello, dear evolving emissary of lights. Dear brothers of this beautiful planet, I am Anime, the solar being. I am not here today alone. There is a large team of solar beings next to me, and at this moment, all of us are emanating much love and much light for the inhabitants of this planet. Your planet is flooded, totally flooded by the light of the central sun of Alcyon. The frequencies become stronger and stronger. So what is the point of each of us emanating more energy? Your planet is immense and it needs to be cleansed. It needs to be uplifted. All the energy that comes from Alcyon is absorbed by your planet for your own ascension process, for the cleansing of your oceans. Not a physical cleansing, as you imagine, but the cleansing of all the negativity that you have cast into these places, the cleansing of your soil, the cleansing of your air. Of course, the light of Alcyon is very powerful, and it reaches every inhabitant of this planet as well. But what is more immense? In relation to you, your planet is immeasurable. It is very large, so all the light that arrives passes through each one of you and penetrates the surface of your planet, enveloping the entire Earth's crust in a big ball of bright light. So when each of us releases our own energy onto the planet, it's an energy that doesn't penetrate the surface of the planet. It stays on the surface, and with that, it manages to form another layer of light within the larger layer, but a layer of little height because you are not that tall. So it's as if a big wave of energy is going around the whole surface of the planet, embracing every human being. So it is important, yes, that we do this work. We are very light beings. We are very powerful beings, and we don't need to be thousands or millions of beings to cause this action on your surface. Each one of us is capable of covering a very big piece of the Earth's surface of your planet. Remember, you are not in the oceans, you are only on the Earth, and you are not everywhere.
Sponge.
So yes, we can attack every inhabited spot on this planet with light. Not only us, there are many teams from many places in the universe who are here for the same purpose. And why don't we feel the result of this light? I could say that the result is there, that everyone is being changed in their own way. Everyone is awakening in their own way. There is not one awakening, all at the same level. Some awaken faster, others take longer, and all of this is very dependent on the habits and customs that each being walks on this planet. The more contaminated the body, the more contaminated the heart, the more difficult is the awakening. Because that being does not let go of the pleasures and ephemeral things that the third dimension offers. But many are feeling the change. Many don't understand why they suddenly start thinking differently. Like a warmth in the chest, a feeling of goodness, of love without size that almost doesn't fit inside the chest, and they wonder why they are feeling this. They don't understand, they don't comment, because they are afraid of other people's opinions, of being called crazy, and they may even get some not very pleasant reactions from those around them. So many beings are living this process in a very isolated, sad way. I would even say, because they would really like to shout to the world how happy they are feeling with so much love in their hearts. But they keep quiet, they cancel themselves out for fear of what might come around. We have talked a lot about the Great Awakening. This Great Awakening will in fact be the knowledge of all, of this whole process, and then those who today are overwhelmed, sad, afraid to shout, to speak out, will be able to run out and shout at will. without being called crazy. Because everyone will know that the light has arrived on the planet, everyone will know that there is no more place for lies, for enslavement, for manipulation. On this day, all this will end. It will end because the truths will come out. But don't expect everything to come out all at once either. We can say that if this happened, it would not be good for the planet, because it would be chaos in everyone's hearts. So it is necessary that things come gradually, little by little, so that each person gets used to the idea, so that each human being understands exactly what we are showing, so that there is no wave of revolt and attempts to silence our voice in an abrupt and violent way. Everything will happen gradually. This was the way found by the masters, by those who are leading this great process, so that there
Look
is
at
no
this guy go with
violent
a piece
reaction,
of towel.
nor a disastrous one in the minds of all of you. Love is the driving force of this whole process, and every action is tested thousands of times on the timelines, so that the least possible reaction is found. It is an exhausting job of great planning, but with all the light that comes to this planet, it is being done successfully. Every step that has been taken up to this point has been a victory, has been a necessary step, and the result has been exactly as planned. So everything is already happening. Don't expect everything to come all at once. The changes are already happening. You don't know about it because the manipulation doesn't allow the news to flow, but it is already happening. Some leaders of your planet are no longer who they were. They are already our representatives. You just don't know it. But you will know soon enough. Many will be surprised. Many will revolt. Many will say, "Oh, I knew it," because they feel in their hearts that it is not a being of light there. It is one of the representatives of those who manipulated the human race here. But they are being changed little by little, without fanfare, without wars, without anybody noticing. And when you get to the end, there will be no reaction whatsoever, because everyone will have been exchanged, and without any kind of retaliation against any inhabitant of this planet. Nobody knows who has been exchanged, nobody knows who is no longer a representative. Remember, those who are still on its surface are not souls of those who
Never
came
had a
here.
candle that like
They are
literally
puppets. They are
burn up.
manipulated souls, because the great souls are gone. There are very few left, still here, originating from those
Tiny
people
bit.
who came
That's
here.
just the whole.
The rest still suffer the influence and the manipulation, so they don't have the ability to look at the other and realize that they have been changed or not. Only the originals have this ability, and they are being very well observed and led to what we want. Your planet is almost free, and all that is needed is to change human minds. Minds that have been accustomed to the customs and pleasures that were presented to them, and that will understand that they were not for their own good. But those who want to remain this way will leave the planet. All this I have said here will not happen overnight. It will be a long process. The cleansing of the planet will not happen quickly. Cleansing I speak of the inhabitants of the planet who do not want to follow the path of light. Because the cleansing of those who manipulated, yes, it is being done, and it will be over very soon. There will be no more representatives of them here. They will all have been removed. So just trust in the work of the light. Nothing appears, nothing happens, as many say, because you don't want to see it. Because if you want to see the truth, just open your heart and ask, "Show me the truth of what is happening." And be assured that it will come to each of you. Channel Vanya Rodriguez. Thanks for watching. Much love and light.
Totally appreciate that you sit here with me and talk to me, but I really wish you would say hello.
Hello, my special friends. Human races are all over the planet,
and many individuals are looking for a new way of life that would guarantee harmony and prosperity. Many people tend to move in this direction and change their lives significantly. They become vegetarians and join some kind of organization that gives them a sense of belonging and connection with higher forces. They feel like they have become more tolerant towards other people and nature.
Oh, he was cowardly. Yeah, that's him. Not going crazy in the street doing drugs. I remember when I used to fucking whisper, oh my god, if I did blow, I would fucking whisper. Without his hilarious. I hated doing that. Absolutely hated it. So you can never say no to free lines. Oh, oh. What was I doing? This fucking music. Oh yes. Lady, okay. I listen to this. Yeah. What was I doing? Music. So this fucking area is there. What look like? It looks so easy. Fucking reading all of them. Like raw running with tip.
Yeah, I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. Yeah.
Oh, my father lay supper, let me out of my cage. Well, time for me is up because I'm cutting away. Now you couldn't be there. Now you shouldn't be scared because I'm good at repairs. So while I'm under these snares, it's intangible. That you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews, chicks and dudes. Who you think is really kicking tunes? Picture you getting down in the picture too. Just like you hit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual, miracle. A blessing you to think if you're going too crazy. Lifeless, for those a definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype shit you like it. Unspoken righteous with one token psychic among those possessing. Yeah, I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. He's coming on. He's coming on. He's coming on. He's coming on. My future is coming on. He's coming on, he's coming on, my future is coming on, he's coming on, he's coming on, my future is coming on, he's coming on, yeah man. Yeah, well the essence, the basics, was how did you make it? Allow me to make this shine like a nature rhythm. You have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud of sea. You see with your eyes, I see destruction and demise, corruption in disguise from this fucking enterprise. Now for something through your lies to rub. So now this muscle of percussion he provides. For me as a guide, but y'all don't see me now cause you don't see with your eyes. You perceive with your mind, now that's the inner. So I'ma stick around with you to be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so motherfuckers remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you could survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. All right. No? Guys, can I please? Guys, can I? A lot of blowback. I'm gonna do it either way. Alright, y'all. Here it goes. Yeah. So in the time of chimpanzees, there was a monkey mutating my brain. So I have to cut the junkie with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the pantyhose, the beefcake stars with the beefcake pantyhose. Or cut the headlights and put it in neutral. Shotgun racer for my ladies in the cruise control. But babies in Vino with the vitamin C. I got a couple of couches, I sleep on the love seat. Someone keeps saying I'm insane. You complain about a shotgun, hiding in a stain of my shirt. You can't believe everything that you breathe. I got a fucking violation and a maggot on my sleeve. So shake your face with some ace in the door. We're taking all your money and we're burning down the trailer park. Yeah. So on no I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you feel me? Come on, Kevin, take it out. Thank you.
That's good, Roy.
Yeah.
Sugar Shack gonna take us like way far. It's like S to the UGAR. Sugar Shack gonna take us so way far. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh, man. They'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5. Cocked on these suckers, time I die. Even as a youngster, causing ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed help me take away the pain. So I'm hopeless, rolling down the freeway, swerving, going up. I'm about to crash up on the curb, cause my vision's blurry. Maybe if they tried to understand me, what should I do? I had to feed my fucking family. What else could I do but be a thug? I'm slanging with the homies, fuck hanging with them phonies in the club. Got my mind on danger, never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of gangbangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, but still a victim of the 12 gauge. My memories of a corpse, mind full of sick thoughts, and I ain't going back to court. So fuck what you thought. I'm drinking Hennessy, running from my enemies. Will I let it be 23? There's so much pain.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything.
They got me mobbing like I'm locked and ready to get my slug on. I load my clip and slip my motherfucking gloves on. I ain't scared to blast on these suckers if they test me. Shots, I got my block cotton player if they press me. Bust some motherfuckers with a bash and better tuckers. I ain't looking with them. Blasting on my nothing, drinking Hennessy and getting high on the lookout for my enemies. Don't wanna die, tell me why, cause the stress is getting major. A buck 50 across the face with my razor. What can I do but be a thug until I'm dead and gone? I keep my brain on the game and stay headstrong. These sorry bastards wanna kill me in my sleep. I'm really can I see them every day? It's just a struggle, steady thugging on the streets and I'll be balling up. Don't let them make you worry, keep swinging at these suckers till you buried. I was born and raised hell, nigga from the gutter, what the mother I'm touched. I'm getting dust up, ready to bust. I'm on the scene, steady working me. Until they kill me, I'll be living this life. I know you feel me, there's so much pain.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything.
lost reflection looking back to the start. Wondering how many times would I have been? And then this thread of forgotten thought. A string of choices based on timing, illuminating what our minds forgot. We are the ones that decided it's time to slow down. This is the beginning, can you feel it now? Sharpening your vision, gonna tear it down. Building up the mission, time to let it out. Ready for decision, cause the time is now. Every single second, better make it count. Life is such a blessing to be here and now. Living in the present, never wear it out. Living is the last story. Whoa, living is the last story. Yeah. Have you ever wondered where to start? Wishing out loud for a brand new melody. Well, now you're finally calling out of the dark. Reaching for the light like a sacred melody. All the love is coming back to your heart. Burning for the moment to release that energy. Coincidental moments long forgot. Saying you believing and I think it's time to slow down. This is the beginning and you feel it now. Sharpening your vision, gonna tear it down. Building up a mission, time to let it out. Ready for the vision, cause the time is now. Every single second, gotta make it count. Life is such a blessing to be here and now. Living in the present, never wear it out. Living in the last story. Whoa, living in the last story. Yeah. Saying that there's no way out. Fighting in the enemy inside. No matter what you're feeling right now, wear a brave face just to hide the truth. Wondering if feeling, even though you're struggling, know that you are not alone. You'll find the sun again, still discovering joy that is meant to be shown. Listen to your zero feeling. Haven't seen the best of you yet. Let there be time for eating. Just gotta take a deep breath and slow down. This is the beginning, can you feel it now? Sharpening your vision, gonna tear it down. Building up the mission, time to let it out. Ready for the city, cause the time is now. Every single second, man, to make it count. Life is such a blessing to be here and now. Living in the present, never wear it out. Living in the last story. Whoa, living in the last story. Yeah. Whoa, living in the last story. Yeah. Whoa, living in the last story. Yeah. Hey. When down by the docks of the city.
Oh my gosh, I have to come up with some masterpieces. But gotta have deadlines. That's been freaking out. I She likes me.
Got no time, but I got some time to the story.
Oh my God, change on.
My name
Oh, that's
is
not like
August
that.
West, till I left my pretty baby
Where's
for
the
my wife. More than my wife.
Had it
More
in.
than my baby. Who's no friend of mine.
Got another one you see. I don't think I want to fucking hate this. Yeah. It's last paint.
Everyone says come to no good. Early believing half of my life is spent in time for some motherfucker's crime. Half left me standing around on the broken divine.
Turn back it.
But I get back on my feet someday.
Oh, I should be watching this one.
The good Lord with me.
Let's get sunny out.
If he says I will, I know that the life I'm living's no good. I'll give you a story. Live the life I'm sure.
Get it.
I'll get up and fly away. I'll get up and fly away, fly away.
This one's badass. That guy's galaxy is awesome. He's badass. I can't do it. Man, shit, John. That's rude.
Girl, he's been true. True to me, true to my dying day, he said. I said to him, I said to him, I'm sure she's been. I said to him, I'm
Good job, though. That is the trash. Oh my gosh, all 27. Yeah, so I'm gonna write him a check. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. It's late. It's fucking badass. Sorry, I keep getting this not in my.
No place to sober just to hang around. I got a girl. She's been true to me. I know she's been true to me.
It's really gonna be my bra. Everybody's so mad at me. You have to. Everybody thinks I'm a bad mom. I just feel bad. It makes me nervous. I even adopted a plant. I do that. It's a $2 hour. I know I have other boys. I didn't think I'd ever check the weather. I was just thinking about that in my head. Like, what's the weather? Who cares? Fucking weird.
I don't feel the sun coming out today. I'm not staying, so I'll find another way. As I sit here in this misery, you know I don't think I'll ever know and see the sun from here in the bottom of the despair. No, is a better way. They'll look at me and say, you better not look at me, and they'll say, where he is these days.
Blended in with the
That's
wall.
okay. I guess he had to change. When you feel like pain worth living, oh, you know you gotta stop out and take a look around you, and you look up to the sky, and you wash it down with the living. And when you think the stars are broken, you know you keep on dreaming, boy. And when you stop, you know you're gonna die. And right now I don't wanna die. Every old great box up tomorrow. I know in some ways we're walking up the ways of yeah. But I know we can't all stay here forever. So I'm alright. I was face today until I came in.
That's what you're getting money. Oh, you know what I'm doing. I just always wanted to paint this.
Now look at me and say, you better not look at me and I'll say, and where he is these days, that's okay. I guess he had to change. When you feel that pain when you're living, you know you gotta stop right and take a look away. Then you look way up to the sky and you wash it down with a little bit of. And when you think the stars are broken, you know you keep on dreaming, boy. And when you stop, you know you're gonna die. And right now I don't wanna die. Because we all pray for something tomorrow. I know in some ways we're walking, other ways we're playing. Yeah, yeah. But I know we can't all stay here forever. So I'm alright. I was on the fish today until it came out.
I must say, it looks great in there.
Knows I've been waiting. They'll all look at me and say, and they'll say, look at him and where he is these days. And life is hard. You have to change. Life is hard, you know you're gonna change.
That's no way I was painting it.
Shannon Hoon was 28 years of age when he was found dead on the Blind Melon tour bus in New Orleans, October the 21st, 1995. It was a little over a month after Blind Melon had come into the Much environment in Toronto, and I had the pleasure of hosting the interactive you're about to see. Don't know what went wrong. Shannon Hoon had pulled himself back from the brink a number of times, according to he and band members. He had bouts with alcohol and drug abuse. And here in Vancouver, of course, the notorious Halloween affair, where he had been charged with indecent exposure and a number of other charges. And as a result, had to go to a heroin detox center and spend a week there and scared the living daylights out of him. Don't know what happened. I do know that we'll miss him. He was only, after all, 28 years of age. The music will live on, at least with this intimate and interactive, the last major performance that the band did. And if you watch at the end of the show, we'll have an address for his daughter, Nico Blue. There's an education fund that's been set up in her name in Los Angeles. And give if you feel so inclined. Let's remember Shannon Hoon.
When does anybody feel that all these killers should be killed? So all these killers can be healed, and maybe all these beggars really feel. Oh, and tell me why am I alive? If I'm holding on and feel the right to live inside this love. Last night my face across the floor, and all of these things have taken far. And now inside I'm feeling giddy, almost hard for nothing in myself an uninvited door. So now I'll take a little glue, but I'll put together one and put it real for you. And so I can sense
Well, you people really be carried with details. My mom's dying. There's bucket, still everything. 27 bottles. Yeah. Crazy. Oh my god, I'm still getting one for rest. I've seen the eggs when they're really other heavy. Sorry, I have got to. I've never heard this one. You know, they're a little funky.
Put the note on the door said I love you, but I can't do this anymore. I was about to say that.
I was so excited to eat my beans. I looked in this room, they were fuzzy and green.
With 2 old pieces of hash coat, she brings 2 dozen ladies and half a goat. Now what I ordered, but the new
I went to sleep, but it wasn't short snooze. I woke up screaming, boobs, boobs, boobs. I don't know why.
Here's where it goes from bad to worse. I heard meow, 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 that cat has worms. That cat has worms.
I feel like fucking Johnny better use just like mouth or
That cat has worms. That cat has worms. Pulling all ages, called as a creep show, mostly a place to consume the placebo.
For an hour, went to Zumba, my dog got eaten by the Roomba. That totally sucked.
Who trusts in a little macro? Beats go up and teeth go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
All the way to corn with Gorilla, he wrecked us both in a corn tortilla. We'll try again next week.
Here's where it goes from bad to worse. I heard meow, 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 that cat has worms. That cat has worms. That cat has worms. That cat has worms. That cat has worms.
They're adorable.
You know you fucked up, right? Bye-bye, wish you luck with life. But I'll be damned if I let you manage to bless that blade and keep taking advantage. Look, man, yeah, you shook my hand, but that was back then. We're not good, fam. I'm the fool, cause I started to be cool with them, but I got schooled in the art of opportunism. I ain't the only one that walked away. Look around, everybody gone today. You all alone with your empty chest, so bury the bones with any regrets and keep those skeletons piled in stacks. Just drink your medicine, don't bite your glass. I tried to make a difference, but the only thing that changed was I gave you distance. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. I'm not tripping, this is just an excuse for me to dig down a little bit of the truth. We killing time and time's killing us, so I won't waste mine trying to clip a clutch. But don't twist it into what it isn't. Don't call, don't write, don't listen. I put you on ignore, you're not the homie anymore. The only thing that you can show me is the door. Game over, yeah, who's winning? Save your gas, I refuse to listen. If you're doing math, you're doing division. Don't even ask how I've been, there's no you in existence. Go your way, I go my way, and you keep going until there's no one to violate. And I'ma remember your last impression. Thanks for that lesson.
I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. You feel the love coming in. Ooh, that one love already beginning. Until one day, God is coming, rest the God is there. Yeah, when I see the one go. The day in the daylight, oh, they don't know. Who said no, you know? Who said no, we don't make them shake no rock. Who said no, tell the teacher, make this world go down. Who listen around me? Well, listen around me. Well, listen around me. That's what he said. You want love, it's coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. Oh, love, it's coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. Oh, love, it's coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. Oh, love, no. See now we too blind to see. He's the kind on the peace story. He had to leave a Molly worry. He said no one love is dead. So drop your guns and run the peace and love everyone. Cause it's alright to now. 2 years because it's one love for us. 2 years because it's one love reason, one love soul, and one good time. We take care love from ourselves. One love is coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. One love is coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. One love is coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. One love, one love. Oh, na, na, na. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. See that, yes. Oh, love is coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. Oh, love is coming around the world. Oh, see that, yes. Oh, love, oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
the bar and say, oh, see that he is. Oh, one love is coming around the bar and say, oh, see that he is. Oh, one love is coming around the bar and say, oh, see that he is. Oh, one love, oh, round, round, round. Yeah, oh, no. Listen out there, everybody. Having a good time. Turn the volume up. We're gonna have the best time right now. Burn one punch in you. Here we go. Yeah, we gonna roll on up, just about one down. So pass it around, pass it around. Yes, no. But you cannot shoot the ground. Yes, we go. Roll on up, just about one down. So pass it around, pass it around. Yes, no. But you cannot shoot the ground. Yes, it's the one I want to call you so. I agree, so I'ma be my first master. Yes, my friends and my festival. We just go on to get down. We don't need no crime and lazy soul. We gonna legalize it before we get gold. We gonna take on the past and then on it when they come down. Go to a shop and we gonna roll on up, just to burn one down. So pass it around. Pass it around, yes, no, but let them not shake the ground, yes, we go, roll on up, just to burn down, so pass it around, pass it around, yes, no, but let them not shake the ground, yeah. It's so you man pick up my phone call. Why you got to know me a letter? I need some keys and so I go down. Let the sensory woman tell me why this man's bad. He said, put on his head just like mine. Yes, my herb is naturally created those roots, strong is not me. Roll on up, just to burn on down. So pass it around, pass it around, yes, no, let you not shake the ground, yes, we go. Roll on up, just to burn on down. So pass it around, pass it around, yes, no, let you not shake the ground, Keep rolling it up, ladies and gentlemen. We're pushing you. Till next time. dance all night and feeling it good. Oh, you feeling it too. Hey, we come a long way, made a lot of lose. Just to bring these thoughts to you. Hey, I'll be feeling like a king in the morning. Oh, so the sunrises got to see. Oh, how they come all out now. Yes, how they can make it is love for you and me. Lord, you know, I love my love in California. Ooh, yes. Hey, now I'm the road again. Down the sunshine in my side. Oh, I've been a lot of hearts, I've been a lot of loves, so now I'm eyes down. There's no way of day, baby, so slip in the moment till it fades away. When the crowd gets loud, it starts to get a wild. Oh, I know that you're here to stay. Cause I'll be feeling like a king in the morning. Oh, so many sunrises yet to see. Oh, I'll make them all out now. Yes, I'll make him away. It is love for you and me. Lord, I know I love my love in California. Ooh, yeah. Oh, since I know I love my love in California. Ooh, yeah. Back my back tomorrow. So now listen, Diatar. Oh, now tell me how you love, tell me how you want, from down to the guitar. Cause we dance all night and feeling is good. Oh, you feel it too. Every time around this love, this stand and crew. Just something is love to you. Yeah, I be feeling like a king in the morning. Oh, so these sunrises got to see. Oh, how they come all out now. Yes, how they came away is love for you and me. Lord, I know I love my love in California. Ooh, yeah. Yes, I know I love my love in California. Oh, I'll make it back someday. I love my love in California. Ooh, I'll be there someday soon. I love my love in California. Oh, I know, yeah. I love my love in California. Mama never ever seemed to tell me that love it goes all the way. But this now you never can take. If I would love you to stay down the way, would it be forcing a book? I would take a second look. I'll become professor of my days. I'ma show everyone how long fast they got. Show them of my days. My love for you. Oh, it takes me away. Yeah, the reason to live for today is my love. Oh, yeah. Oh, says there's no use to start. Ooh, I can always find you here when my mind is hit to the blue. Something about this love that you give me leads me right back to you. It's been a lost, it's been my love is coming down. Takes me away to another day. Takes me to another day. As long as we are missing Tuesday, it's my love for you. Oh, it takes me away. Yeah. memories are story of what today is. Oh my love, ooh yeah yeah. What I say is this love is strong. Ooh. So for you, ooh, it takes me away, yes, yeah, your memories are still in for today, yes, oh my love, ooh, yeah, yeah, oh, I'm saying this love is strong, ooh, it's like it's bad, without you, love is right, love is so wrong, ooh, yeah. Oh, there was a time the arrivals changed our lives. Oh, fighting for the way we live and die. United is the way we strive. Oh, I remember when I was a young man, growing up with much luck, cause never give up. Oh, wonder, oh, it's just look on how we fall. Oh, but now that we're down, there's only one way to look up now. They say it's never yeah. It's very up. You're a virgin. Oh, my little star, so rebel. Ooh, yeah, you're so rebel. Ooh, yeah, you stay rebel. Season, well, I love the time. Ooh, all the time. Oh, you're so rebel in the morning when you cannot wake up. So rebel when we're down. Your life is giving up. So rebel when we're down. The body's way to go. Oh, rebel, won't you go? Yeah, you won't feel me now. So rebel. Ooh, yeah, you so rebel. Ooh, yeah, you stay rebel. Season, well, all of the time. Ooh, all the time. Ooh, oh, ooh, yes, oh, Lord. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, Lord. Ooh, yeah. Oh, the one. Oh, yes, I see men that do some rough times. Oh, fight it, night and day. Fight it to the pain. She says it only way. And now you got to be so strong. Now say life is love. You learn it so proud. Love is every day. Ooh, till we finally take care of it. Oh, you're so wrapped up. Ooh, yeah, you're so wrapped up. Ooh, yeah, you're so red. Season, we'll all learn and talk. Ooh, all the time. Yeah, you're so rebel in the morning when you cannot pull your thumb. So rebel when we're down. Me life is giving up. So rebel when we're down. Upon his feet to go. Oh, rebel, won't you go? Yeah, you won't feel me now. So rebel. Ooh, yeah, you're so rebel. Ooh, yeah, you're so rebel. Season, we'll all learn and talk. Ooh, all the time. Ooh, ooh, yes, for love. Oh, no, no, no. For love. Ooh, yes. We never get this live opportunity. Say thank you for all your fans, for always listening out to support you, the youth. Keep doing some rebels out there. You can get down on the freeway. I do the show every month out there. Oh, the lights come down, here we go. Oh, a different night, a different show. Oh, we need it like a rap. It's how it ever be. Oh, we don't want to come in like you see. I hear the love say, oh, love that we man. It every day. Yeah, you so rap. Oh, yeah, you so rap. Oh, yeah, you stay with me. Says all, we don't like the time. Oh, the time. Yeah, you so rebel in the morning when you cannot pull your cup. So rebel when we're down. Be like he's giving up. So rebel when we're down. Up on his feet around. Oh, rebel, watch you go. Yeah, you walk with me now. So rebel. Ooh, yeah, you so rebel. Ooh, yeah, you stay. Says all. We all love the time, ooh, all the time. Yes, right. Alright with you. Thank you, Sugar Chef, for bringing Fortune News back out. Only loving vibes and the shine, friends and family, always. Let's kick it, boys, huh? Teach love and money. Say we all love so much good. For no matter what we singing on, we got the vibes and we feel strong. There's no wonder why you're singing on. Yes, cause my friends and family start. Cause we all love friends and family. Yeah, we all are in a line. It's no matter where you come from. Cause we're here to feel alright. Yeah, we all love friends and family. Well, now we can say it's true. It's no matter where you come from. Cause we're all right here with you. This is alright with you, yeah. Oh, no. I know it's alright with Sugar Shack. It's alright with you, yeah. Said it all our friends and family, get it all out Yes, no matter where you come from, cause I'm here to feel alright. Yeah, you're all of friends and family. Oh, now we can say it's true. There's no matter where you come from, cause we're all right here with you. It's all right with you, yeah. You guys are wonderful. Sisters don't fight with each other. We are brothers and sisters, yes. Don't fight with each other. We are brothers and sisters, yes. Don't fight with each other. We are brothers and sisters, yes. Don't fight with each other. We are brothers and sisters, yes. Yes, in a peace and love and unity. Yes, we feel across the sea. Yes, in a peace and love and unity. Yes, it's in my garden tree, so come smoke with me. We roll it up on it every day. Yes, I'm feeling alright. Hope you're feeling alright. We jump into the sunshine. Lord, oh, we jump into the sun. And now you say, we jump in music, spirit in music. Yes, we jump in the top now. We jump in music, spirit in music. Yes, I'm feeling alright. Oh, you're feeling so righteous. You're feeling so righteous. Oh, my, I'm feeling so righteous. So righteous. Oh, yes. What is war? It's people killing people. That is all I can see. What is war? You turn on the turn, you see it on the street. What is war? It's nothing that's with no identity. What is war? What are we fighting for? We send a peace and love and unity. Yes, we've been across the sea. You send a peace and love and unity. Yes, it's a ganja tree, so come smoke with me. We roll it up on every day. Yes, I'm feeling alright. Hope you're feeling alright. We jump into the sunshine. Lord, oh, we jump into the sun. You know you say, we jump in music, we make music. Yes, we jump in the top now. We jump in music, we make music. Yes, I'm feeling alright. Oh, you're feeling so righteous. You're feeling so righteous. Oh, my, you're feeling so righteous. Oh, my, feeling so righteous. Oh, me. Sisters don't fight with each other. We are brothers and sisters, yes. Don't fight with each other. We are brothers and sisters, yes. It's in a peace and love and unity. Yes, we bring across the sea. It's in a peace and love and unity. Yes, it's in my ganja tree. So come smoke with me, yeah. Anytime out there, oh, come smoke with me, yeah. All you Sugar Shack lovers, come smoke with me, yeah. For you to youth love you, oh, come smoke with me, yeah. Oh, man. To all of our friends out there online, we love you. Hope to see you in person one day. Or to the youth on Sugar Shack. Till the end, right? Say we found me here at the back of the bar. While the music always sings here on the play. We cannot tell by the sound that my friends getting down. All the shots, all these coming long way. But it's friends and all. All the ones in top, it gets all beyond. Yes, I hope that you never forgive me, Lord. Oh, we'll be friends down here forever. Yes, Lord. I just want to shout tonight. Oh, my smoking on your cheeks, silly and lot of over. We just want to chill with you. Oh, but love is not waking. Oh, yes, just stay in my bed. Oh, yes, my sound didn't take to my head, yeah. Oh, the ones here for life. Yeah. I know you found me down here in the lost and found with my friends just so that we find out. We get out smoking all night, we round up a fight just to show we live in the right way. But it's stay up on. But the ones that are thinking for me out. It's a whole day, you'll never forgive me, right? Oh, we'll be friends down here for life. Yes, I just wanna shout tonight. Oh, I'm smiling on your cheeks till the end of over. We just wanna chill with you. Oh, but love is not weekend. Oh, yes, just stay in my face. Oh, yes, my something to take to my head, yeah. Oh, the one's here for life, yeah. Let's write this right. May you all be blessed to have the best friends around like we do here at Fortune Youth. You know the words. Always sing them around, huh? Ooh, yeah. Oh, say, Lord, I just want a job tonight. Oh, not smoking on your trees till the end light over. We just want to chill with you. Oh, but love is not weekend. Ooh, it's just me in my face. Ooh, yes, my sound didn't take to my head, yeah. Oh, the one's here for life. Oh, God, it's just me in my face. Oh, yes, my sound didn't take. Well, I take on my face straight to my ear, yeah. Ooh. Never be out of place. We've been saying it for a long time. Love is the most high. You know? Heard this song a few times, you might know why. This is good now. All you see is like a long distance love that you hate to watch I leave. But when it goes down, oh, you just look around. You see that your love is nowhere to be found. Oh, if it goes away, you let it come back so round. Oh, long on hear it open my time. The same up, sick again, no, tell them what you fall. Yes, think again, no, tell them loving all in all. Oh, you stick on again and tell them what you get off. Oh, love is the most high. I'm praying through that night. Love is the most high. Oh, yes, I hear me cry. Love is the most high. Is it something wrong in the middle of the night? Oh, they say they love you something like you don't see much. It's like the little sickness I just feel it more and more. Let this feeling take me until I cannot take no more. So now put me down in this ground right now. Lord, if living with you, please not living somehow. But it's your love, you come and let it pound on my door. Oh, no, give it up. Oh, please, so small. Say no, sing on again, no. Say unfortunately, you fall. Yes, think on again, no. Say I'm loving all in all. Oh, you stick on again and say unfortunately, you get on. Oh, let it rain, let it fall on me. Let it fall over this ocean, past my eyes can see. Oh, let it rain, let it fall so hard. Oh, my love is simply still on the taste and it's the sea. Stop coming over. Yeah. Oh, don't know if I wanna sink or swim. It's what I dream. But maybe one time if the love is on the way, you let it down over these things. Just small something. Still, I'm looking up. I'm the Venus falling down. Oh no, I should wear my love and somehow. Say now let it go and let it come back slow down. Oh, I want to hear it over my touch. The sing on, sing till unfortunately it falls. Yes, because you know, still the loving on me now. Oh, yes, because I give it till unfortunately it falls. But love is the most high, I'm calling to that now. But love is the most high. Oh, yes, you hear me cry. But love is the most high. Oh, love, I don't know, Rabba. But love is the most high. Oh, I feel you crying now. But love is the most high. Hanging out these shoes like with my friends. Ooh, you and sweet sense of Amelia. They need that today. Ooh, you are my addiction, yeah. You never leave me astray, yeah, no. Sweet sense of Amelia. They need that today, yeah. You are my addiction, yeah. You never leave me astray, yeah. See long hair blowing down there. I feel it all, ooh, just breathing through the air. There's nothing real about this love between you. Oh, there's nothing hard. Whoa, I put a loose here. I got the ganja, it's coming my way. Oh, we roll it up in the car every day. But it is hot. Oh, you know about the mouth. Well, she takes it away from me. My sweet sense of Amelia. We better need that today. You are my addiction, yeah. You never leave me astray, yeah. Sweet sense of Amelia. We better need that today, yeah. You are my addiction, yeah. Ooh, you love me, ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to Johnny Carson. Got the day, I'm feeling good. Sun shining down, everybody's good. Breeze lift my feet, I didn't miss a beat. Say what's up to my people on the track. Come on, bust a freestyle, got to play wild. Neighbors got the bow, street guy, they call me Mofo. I just smile, ooh yeah, I just smile. And everybody that I meet has a style so unique. Every physique is so damn sweet to me. And if you be hating, then just get to skating. Cause I don't got time for a poisonous mind. Wanna feel fat, oh, in the summertime, baby. Ooh, I wanna feel fat, yeah. In the summertime, since Amelia, we better need every day, yeah. Ooh, you are my addiction, yeah. You'll never leave me astray. Fill up my cup and never leave it empty. Flow like the water be flowing down to the sea. This sweet sensei sparks creativity. If you let it inside, let the fire ignite. From the east to the west to the north to the south, tell me what it's all about. Keep on playing music, reggae music till the sun goes down. Front to the back, to the left, to the right, smiling faces all around. If you're feeling good, come on everybody, scream and shout, yeah, oh yeah, come on, oh yeah, oh yeah, come on, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and I hope this day never ends. When I'm chilling with my friends, I hope this day never ends. When I'm chilling with my friends, sugar shack session, sugar session. Fortunate youth, oh, fortunate youth, Lord, oh no, oh yeah. Sweet Cecilia, we don't need every day, yeah. Oh yeah, you are my addiction, yeah, yeah. You'll never leave me astray, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sweet Cecilia, you never need every